Welcome you back for the further discussions on the DCV control valves. In that first what we are discussing is nothing but a pilot operated check valve. The pilot operated check valve always permits the free flow in one direction, but in the opposite direction it is blocked. If the pilot pressure is applied at the pilot pressure point of the valve, the check valve poppet has the pilot piston attached to the threaded poppet stem by the nut. The light spring holds the poppet seated in a no flow condition by pushing against the pilot piston. The purpose of the separate drain port is to prevent the oil from creating the pressure or built up the bottom of the piston. The schematic diagram shows the pilot operated check valve. Now here in this case, the left side where the plunger type sketch, what it has been represented is nothing but the pilot. That pilot pushes the what we can say the poppet valve. The poppet valve is by means of a spring pressure. The first one is no pilot signal is given. Here in this case, the flow of the what we can flow is through it is flowing in a continuous way where the pressure is applied on the puppet and then afterward the puppet is under open condition. In the second schematic diagram where the puppet is under closed position, even the what we can say the pilot is far of the puppet, or the gap between the puppet and as well as the piston or the pilot is maintained. In the third sketch where the puppet pushes the piston or the pilot pushes the puppet, by which automatically the opening is taking place. Once if the opening is taking place, the fluid will start flowing through the passage. Here the passage is created to avoid the what we can say the pressure building at the system. To have a continuous flow, either it may be in the forward direction or it may be in the reverse direction, the pilot will help the fluid to move in, either it may be in the forward direction or it may be in the reverse direction. The next one what we are discussing is nothing but the shuttle valve. A shuttle valve allows the two alternate flow sources to be connected in one branch circuit. The valve has the two inlets P1 and as well as a P2, and the same way the outlet A receives the flow from the inlet at higher pressure. The figure shows the operation of the shuttle valve. If the P1 is greater than the P2, the ball slides from right to left and it is blocking the point P2. And if the P2 pressure is more, then the ball will start sliding from the right to left and it is blocking the P1 and making the flow from P to A. If the pressure P2 is greater than the P1, the ball slides left and the P2 supplies the flow to the outlet A. One of the application of the shuttle valve is to have a primary pump inlet P1 and the secondary pump inlet P2 connecting to the same outlet A. The secondary pump acts as a backup and as well as a supplying flow to the system. And if the primary pump loses the pressure, the shuttle valve, or it's also called as the OR valve, because it receives the pressure input signal from the P1 or the P2, causing the pressure output signal to set to A. The graphical representation or the symbolical representation of the shuttle valve is also as shown in the figure, where it is a y-shaped symbol along with a circular ball. That circular ball, it can be moved to the left and as well as the right, and opening port is represented by means of a vertical line A. This is a schematic diagram shows the shuttle valve. In the shuttle valve, a ball will be there where there is a two ends. The one is nothing but the P1 and as well as the P2, both are the inlet, and A is the outlet. If the P1 pressure is more, the ball A is pushed from the P1 point to P2 and it is blocking the P2, and the flow is from P1 to A. The same way, if the pressure is more in the case of the P2, the ball is pushed from P2 to A, sorry, P2 to P1, and it's blocking the flow in the P1, and the direction of the flow is open for P2 to A. The next one what we are discussing is nothing but the pilot operated DCV valves or pilot operated check valve. The pilot operated check valve can permit the flow both the direction in the normal operation. It's function like a check valve, allowing the free flow in one direction and blocking the flow in the reverse direction. To achieve this function, the pilot piston is attached to the main puppet. The puppet is kept normally a closed condition with the help of a light spring. See, this one is a pilot operated DCV valves. See, there are two ports will be there. One is a pilot pressure operated, where is a spring and piston will be there, and a drain will be there. And the second opening, which is nothing but something like a check valve, where the free flow direction where the A, if the wall opened by the pilot pressure, then only the flow is normally takes place, or if not, the flow is blocked. The symbolical representation of the pilot operated DCV valve is as shown in the C. The sliding spool valve. The spool is a stepped machined cylindrical membrane having a 2 to 3 landings. It is something like what we can say as a stepped shaft. The lands are machined to a closed dimensional tolerance and will have a sliding fit in the bore of the valve body. The opening formed between the landing and as well as a spool acts as a flow passage between the connecting ports. 3x2 spool valve or 3 port two-way spool valves. In this cylindrical body with the 3 ports PTA, and the port P receives the fluid into the cylinder, and the port A connects to an actuation system, and port T is connected to the return line. The operation in the position 1, the fluid supply under the pressure is connected to the P, and the port T is under closed position. That means that the pressure now the flow through the port A and activates the device connected in the line. When the spool is moved to the position 2, the port P is closed, thereby cutting the supply while the port is open. Since there is a pressure in the line through the port A, the pressure is relieved through the open port T, and fluid freely flows out to the sump, or it may be for the tank. The schematic diagram shows the 3x2 spool valve. Here in this case, 3x2 spool valve consists of P and T as the inlet point and A is the outlet point. These two are activated by means of the solenoid spring. For that reason only, in the symbolical representation, a left side a small rectangular with a diagonal line, it has been represented. On the right side, it is a spring is also represented. The back movement of the spool is by means of the spring pressure. Once if the coil is energized, it pushes the spool from the left to right, which is blocking the T to A direction. In that direction, the P to A is open, and the flow is taking from fluid or the oil is taking from P to A. And the same way, if it is not energized because of the spring pressure, it moves back, and if after the application the oil is released from A to T, and from the T it will be passed to the tank.